Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. It's time for the marketplace review for this week. It's already week 10, so there are a few new items in the marketplace, to be exact 12 items. And let's start with the first one, which is the Amphibious Ready group, which has created, I would say, or contains a lot of ships, right? So a lot of cool things. It's developed by Miltech Simulations. It's both available on the Xbox as well on the PC. And the Amphibious Ready group of the United States Navy consists of a naval element, group of warships, and a landing force fleet of aircraft. Together, these elements are supporting units are trained, organized, and equipped to perform amphibious operations. Right, so a lot of operations, a lot of cool things. So what does it contain? Well, if we scroll a little bit further, you can see the features, right? So first of all, you can start your flights at the deck of the USS America from any of the 16 locations around the globe. You can simulate amphibious deployments, marine expeditionary missions, and carrier onboard deliveries to and from the USS America, USS San Antonio, and the USS Lewis B. Puller. Next thing is you can locate, hover, and deliver supplies at the USS Virginia submarine on special operations with the Miltech Simulations Osprey MV-22, as well as simulate medvacs to the USNS Mercy, which is, I would say, a medical ship, right? It's almost a complete hospital. I saw it once on television. Then there's also the realistic carrier environment, the crew, the vehicles, the animated radars, the static aircraft, and it's fully compatible with MSFS multiplayer. It's primarily developed as a companion of the Miltech Simulations Osprey MV-22, right? So be aware of that, but they say, hey, officially it's compatible with any aircraft, and that's also included in the notes. So, which are the vehicles included? The America landing helicopter also ship, the USS America, the San Antonio landing platform dock ship, the USNS Mercy hospital ship, the USS Lewis B. Puller, and the USS Virginia nuclear submarine. Right, two of them are hard deck, or three of them hard deck, sorry. One of them is spawnable, which means that you can start on it. The other three hard decks simply means that you can land on it. Then there are 16 locations around the world for the USS America carrier, and are identified with the ICAO codes listed below, right? So if you want to, I would say, depart from a specific, say, point in the world, you can search for these ICAO codes using the world map, and then you will find them. There are a few things. First of all, you need to make sure that the crash detection is switched off, because it looks like that there's some crash detection issues, because else you will likely, let's say, crash, even if you're not crashing. Then the MV-22 aircraft is not included, right? And all ships are static. The moving ships will be added in the near future, which is cool. And the LSH uniform frequency is 121. So cool things. And here we can see some pictures, right? So some pictures of some aircrafts and some aircraft carriers. And this is the Osprey, right? That's the Osprey aircraft. So, cool things. Right, so let's go back and let's have a look at the next one, which is the Boeing 787 Liveries Spec number 3, created by Brecker 3D. It's available for both the PC and the Xbox, and it contains, as looks like, Greenland, Vietnam, and the Emirates. So those are likely the airlines which they're, I would say, focused on this time. And if you look at what's included, it's the Air Greenland, Air Canada, the Emirates Airlines, Korean Airlines, Southwest Airlines, and Vietnam Airlines. Be aware that you need to have the Boeing 787, which is part of the Premium Deluxe edition of Flight Simulator. And here are some examples. Right, Southwest, Korean, Vietnam Airlines, Emirates, Air Canada, again Air Canada, Vietnam Airlines again, Southwest, Emirates, and Air Greenland. So a lot of cool aircraft for, I would say, pretty doable price. Then there's the Boeing 787 Liveries Spec number 2, created of course also by Brecker 3D. It's for Japan Airlines, FedEx, and Ethiopian Airlines. It contains airlines or liveries for these airlines, right? Northwest, FedEx, Iberia, Japan Airlines, Ethiopian Airlines, TUI Airways, and Wizz Air. So you will have 7 new liveries again for the Boeing 787-10, which is requiring the Premium Deluxe version of Flight Simulator. So be aware of that. And here's some screenshots from different angles, right? So cool to see that they have added this. Then the next one is the Global Landings Australia and New Zealand, created by SoFly, or I would say offered by SoFly, because they sometimes, I would say, are using a different developer which develops for them. It takes place in Australia and New Zealand, as you can already guess, and it will include some more landing trips or landing challenges to improve your landing skills. So if you want to increase your landing skills, it's, I would say, a pretty good recommendation to buy this one. So what does it include? 80 different possible landings split across various weather scenarios and aircraft types. Airports across the continent, right? Both in Australia and New Zealand. Live weather challenges offer a unique landing each time. Choose from easy to hard weather scenarios. Get scored after each successful landing. Fly into each airport with multiple aircrafts for a varied experience, and experience fun and sense of completion with great replayability. And the last one, top score to get the ultimate bragging rights, right? So this, of course, it's always, let's say, fun to do these kind of things, right? So have a look at it. It's now available via the marketplace store. Then next one is Detroit Metro Wayne County Airport, also known for its ICAO code Kilo Delta Tango Whiskey. It's being delivered by Builds. It's in Michigan. It's building up on previous releases, right? So there were some previous releases, but has now been, I would say, added some more content, and this is where you can see the detail, right? So really cool to see jetways with, I would say, the correct markings on it. Really sharp details on the runways. Personal in the tower. Also some surrounding buildings. Markers on the runways and on the parking spots. The assistant devices or vehicles. And really detailed also the roads, and of course also a fully populated thermal building. So really cool to see. That's delivered again by Buildings. Then we've got the next one, which is created by Dr. Zwicky Design, the Newark Liberty International Airport, known for its ICAO code Kilo Echo Whiskey Romeo. Originally it was the Newark Metropolitan Airport and later Newark International Airport, but now it has received a new name again. So that's cool. So what do you get? A high quality model of the airport featuring the up-to-date version with extensive details throughout the whole airport. High definition mesh including an exact runway profile. It's frame friendly, or it's frame per second friendly, right? Which means that it doesn't impact your performance too much. And it has epic textures, dynamic lighting, and PBR materials. Custom animated people, vehicles, and trains, and performance friendly interior modeling at all terminal buildings, hangars, and control towers, high quality static aircraft, and custom animations. So let's have a look at some of the screenshots, right? And here you can see the, I would say, fully animated terminal buildings, right? So that's, I would say, something you can see it becomes more and more popular. So more and more developers are starting to do this, which is really cool. And here you can see the level of detail also here, right, with the jetways. So nice to see. From the air. And these are just a few screenshots from what you get. This one's again created by Dr. Zwicky Design. So if you like flying there, definitely I would say one of the recommendations to buy. Then there's a new yacht available, the Mega Yacht Poseidon, created by Rodrigo Moreas. It's I would say contains yachts for Flight Simulator. To be honest, yeah, I understand that people are developing this, but on the other hand, I personally wouldn't buy it, but that's just me. So some screenshots. What do you get from it? You will get only this, or between brackets only, you get this ship, right, which is a large ship. It has 4 decks, 400 feet in length, and has a beam of 68 feet. Can fly pretty fast, 27 knots, right? And it has, let's say, you have the ability to operate easy control of the entire mega yacht from its bridge. So have fun with this one. Then there's the Mini 500 from Godfriends. It's a new helicopter. What will it include? You will get the realistic Solar T62 engine flight dynamics, the native rotorcraft flight model, computational fluid dynamics, 4K quality textures, 20 liveries, a lot of visual effects included, virtual cockpits, even the Xbox controller support with in-game assistance compatibility, and some other things like the animated pilot fully compatible with the default Asobo characters, the working headphone simulation with toggleable audio jack, so a lot of cool things. So let's have a look at how that one looks like. It's a mini helicopter, right, as you can see, but it looks okay, it looks pretty cool. So if you're a fan of a helicopter and you want to spend some money on it, then this is definitely one you might want to give a try. Then there's another airport from Indie Buildings, the Nadi International Airport, known for its ICAO code November Foxtrot November. It's in the Oceanic continent. It's Nadi International Airport. It's Fiji's main international airport, serving as a hub for the well-known Fiji Airways. And here you can see some screenshots, right? So some borders, a lot of details here, right? Including the markers on the runway, parking spots. You can see the control tower, the tower and its content, including some additional content, as you can see. The hangars being filled, some nice markers or markings which you can follow, and some other cool details, including a building which is under development. And of course the terminal building, which has been populated with stuff. So cool things again from Indie Buildings. Scrolling down the list, then the next one is the Pilates Porter Adventures, created by Perfect Flight. It are bush trips, several ones. It's both available for the Xbox and PC. It's specifically created for the original Pilates, right, the PC6. And what does it include? Well, it includes several excursions, in total 8, as you can see. So pretty cool that they have added this. The Andrean Mountaintop, the Skyline Soaring, Riviera Maya, Mesmerizing Desert, Florida Keys, Italy Coast to Coast, Punta Cana, as the Swiss Alps. Most of them are, I would say, not all of them, several of them are VFR, also some IFR flights. So have fun using this package. Where can you find it? Well, if you add it or if you buy it, then you can find it into the activities and then in the custom content, where you can find these nice add-ons. And you can use the Pilates to fly with it, right? So cool stuff. Going back to the main list, then we've got the USS America, which is a pretty popular aircraft or aircraft carrier, because India Fox Teco also developed this aircraft, or this aircraft carrier. So there's some kind of overlap, right? I'm not sure if this one and the previous one with the Amphibious pack will I'd say kind of conflict, but I do think they will do, but not sure about that. So this pack is, would say, a little bit more limited compared to the other one. It's the USS America LHA-6, near Los Angeles, sea trials, Sasebo, Japan, the current home port, Hawaii, and the Arabic Gulf. That's for the USS America, and the USS Tripoli, sea trials, and San Diego, the current home port. So some cool things have been added, and they suggest to use the T45C on systems that meet or exceed the following requirements, right? Which means that they are recommending this specific, I would say, system requirements if you want to have the best performance. Then already the last one, the Venom DH112, created by Swiss Milsim. It's a military aircraft. It's the it's an improvement of the DH100, which resulted eventually in the DH112. It's a single engine aircraft, single and two-seat multi-role military aircraft produced by the British aviation manufacturer de Havilland Aircraft Company. So let's look at some pictures, right? How it looks like. It has, I would say, jet engines where you can put a lot of pressure on, and this is how it looks like. So you can see that there's some nice details. Cockpit is also pretty nicely modeled. So cool things, right? For the Venom DH112. So let's say a lot of nice things, right? 12 results, so that means 12 new items. Now if I would put my money on it, I would probably go for, in this case, maybe the Amphibious ready group, because it contains several other things, although I would say the other airports, really the high quality airports, are also pretty interesting to have a look at. So here ends this marketplace review again, where we looked at the new items in the marketplace, and I do expect that there will be more and more items coming pretty soon, because Asobo has changed their policy of how these items will be tested, so likely that will also mean that items can be released faster to the marketplace. So let's keep an eye on that one. Again, here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then feel free to post in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.